Times are tough, especially for working actors. And sometimes tough times force you to make tough choices. Take me. A couple days ago I went into audition for this part, and as I'm waiting there for my turn, I find out that this particular spec pilot is a reboot of Kung Fu, but with this unknown British actor in the David Carradine role. And I gradually realized that I don't want this part. What I want is to get lunch. So I go in, tank the audition with the worst Asian accent I can possibly do, and I walk out to get something to eat. Okay, maybe that wasn't the toughest choice. So I'm walking around and eventually make my way to Hollywood Boulevard, and suddenly the Green Lantern is in front of me, calling my name. Turns out it's one of my friends in costume, hamming it up for tourists on the street. So naturally, he and I go grab a bite. And over lunch, I hear all about how he started working with the other costume characters, and how he's kinda not doing so bad for himself with all the tips he's making. Apparently he started as Spider-Man, but found out on his first day there was a buffer, more flamboyant Spider-Man already there, so he came back a few days later as Thor, but then there was already a buffer, more theatrical Thor there, so he finally came back as the Green Lantern and everything was cool. Thank God, because next he is going to be Daredevil. Anyway, long story short, my buddy convinces me to join him. Hey, whatever. I figure we can hang out and stuff, and it won't be nearly as bad as doing it by myself. But I'm like, there are no superheroes left for me to be, right? Well, wrong. As I'm driving back home, thinking of how things have come to this, and wondering if I'm going to see gloomy hipster guy in the elevator, I realize there's one thing I could be. In fact, one thing I had dreamt about being. The greatest American hero. Some things are just coincidence, I guess.